All right, buckle up. Coach doesn't want to take up too much of your time, but we got pretty much our best Browns signs yet. Coach has been reading a lot, but it was mostly baseball, and he was getting really bored, so we flipped over to fall start, how the Browns were set up to fail, and we're going to go over the first chapter and then hit you with some signs at the end, okay? But now as far as the Browns were the only team, like Cleveland's the only team to ever fight the NFL to get their team back and won, right? So Browns fans are incredibly special. Now, sorry, let me get to the book here. Let's see. Okay, so your team never had a chance. We already knew that, right? So let's see. Modell should have never even considered moving the team when he had the perfect buyer right next to him in the suite on game day, a man named Al Lerner. Okay, right? Is it possible the Browns can overcome all this and be a contender anytime soon? This is the NFL, where it seems almost any team can make the Super Bowl unless it happens to be playing in Cleveland. So, yes, the Browns could have a playoff team in the near future. They could be a factor in the playoffs. They could finally make their fans bark for joy rather than howl in pain. But if it happens, it's because the team has overcome a ridiculous amount of obstacles, most of which were put into place by a league that has dollar signs for eyes, right? Browns fans deserve better, okay? Now, obviously, people think we're asking a ton from the Browns. Well, we think it wouldn't be possible for them to do anything special unless it was almost impossible for them to do it. All right, that's just kind of the nature of the Browns. So, just a bunch of Browns fans, saying how much they're obsessed with the team. Basically, I thought it was interesting. They used the term for the football stadium as high church at 7 a.m. Right, and talk about souls and Milt Morris. Right, so Browns fans are special. You know that. Browns fans are the soul of the Browns, okay? I love this phrase they basically coined for us. Pattern magic. That's what we're now deeming the coding, the numbers, all that sort of stuff. We will now at this point refer to it as pattern magic, okay? So just a reminder that the Browns' first game back as a franchise was against the bitch-ass Steelers. Let's see. Lerner died too soon. Let's see. I love this. Browns fans deserve better. Not a Super Bowl every year or even every decade, but how about one Super Bowl? Even a loss in a Super Bowl. At least Tribe fans have their Jose Mesa, and Boston Red Sox fans have Bill Buckner. Yes, Browns fans have the drive, the fumble, Red High 88, but all those things happen in playoff games before the Super Bowl, right? They lost in 68, we already know that. Let's see. Oh, I love this. I forgot to mention this. I still believe in my heart that Denver missed that last field goal. It was definitely wide, and it does look that way on the camera. So it's like the Browns not only were the victim of like the most magical comeback ever, but they didn't even, make the field goal that beat them, right? Like, it's like, damn. Things are worse than the Browns not making the Super Bowl or even being embarrassed by the Steelers or Bengals. So Browns fans are one of the only teams, if not the only team, that understand exactly how bad things could be. And now they're getting told they're going to have to go to Brook Park. They're going to have to pay Buffalo Bills money for tickets, right? Now, talking about how their anger is a sign of hope. Like how, the Browns fans are so mad right now, but it shows that they still believe. They wouldn't get mad if they thought it was hopeless. They would just give up. The Browns are not life and death, but when they are at least respectable, they make life so much better for the fans who help pay the salaries of the millionaires on the field, right? So the Browns just want respect. They don't need to be the best quite yet. Okay, Coach is pumped up. He's a little surprised it took him this long to get this one. But I mean, we already had it, but this is like the biggest signs that we're right in Coach's opinions. So remember, assuming we're right on Guardians versus Dodgers next year, the reason we didn't get it this year was because of the 94 strike, right? So the Browns were deactivated for 3 seasons. So how many years have the Browns been in the league? 76, yo. Are you fucking kidding me? They've played 76 seasons? Now check this out. We got a huge tip on when they're going to, like we already knew when they're going to win, but now we'll know what to look out for to prove it right. Okay? So we got the Browns winning it in 2045. pretty much exactly 20 years from now. Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, is 70, right on the money. He took Al Lerner's initials off the Browns uniforms, okay? So 19 years from now, when Jimmy Haslam is 89 years old in 2044, he's going to bite the dust, and the new owner is going to he's going to put Al Lerner's initials back on the jerseys for them to win it in 2045. And I forgot to mention our boy Jimmy Haslam was born in 1954. You flip that, 45, boom, that's their championship win. Okay, that's coming up. And that explains all the 54 coding Coach couldn't make heads or tails of. We knew it was 45 Super Bowl, just the flip wasn't connecting my head. So all those 54s now aren't just like, what in the world is this? We know it's because they're for sure winning in 2045.